Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team SlideScope. In this part, we are trying to create this simple sales distribution analysis dashboard using Power BI. And here you can see we have a sales distribution data. That means we have customers from different countries. So their country information is given, their region or continent information is given, what product has been bought most frequently, that is given. We have different count of sales, a sales target is there, and sales revenue is there. So you can see overall sales revenue is more than sales target, and on the basis of total units sold, that is 2754. Now, in which months has the company met the target and in which month they have missed the target value, who are the top 5 customers by revenue, what is the revenue by product. We will also see some filters, like if you want to see only for one particular country, you will be able to see that value. You will be able to see for different regions. You will be able to see product wise. So this is all we will learn in this data. So the data set that we are going to use for sales distribution is the sales distribution data. I will provide you a link to download this. And here you can see we have date, customer name, product sold to that customer. So this is basically a product category, not the exact name of the product. We have unit price of each product that was sold to this customer, the total quantity that was sold. Then there was some target value, and then we also have some sales value. This sales value is basically unit price multiplied by quantity. So this is a calculated column, which is if one unit has $885.02 multiplied by 6. So there are some cases when target is more than sales. There are some cases when target and sales are equal, and some cases when target is less than sales. This is country to which this customer belongs and region. So this is a simple data set, and we will try to create one dashboard with the help of this data set to explore the data and its understand the overall sales distribution performance. Now to analyze the sales distribution data, we will open Power BI desktop. You may have a different version, but operations will almost be the same. Click on get data. If you have the CSV file, which I will provide you, so you will use text CSV connector. Otherwise, if you are getting the Excel version, you can select the Excel workbook. So by clicking on text CSV, you will see the CSV file. Just locate your CSV file, click open, and that will start connecting the data. When it is connecting the data, make sure that all the columns are mapped with their respective values. And here you can see for every customer we have their name. uh, if you want, we can generate one row for each, one ID for each row here. So we can go to transform data, and in transform data it will open Power Query editor for us. Here we can go and add a column. So we can add an index column from 1. So this way we will have one row for each column here. Okay, so we'll be able to count how many total number of sales have been made. And after doing this, we will simply go to home, close and apply. Next is we will prepare our canvas for analysis. First, let's add the text box, and we will call it sales distribution analysis dashboard, and we will place it on footer. You can place it anywhere you want. I am just placing it on footer so that all the data that we will analyze will be on top of it. And this is space from right hand side, I will leave some space for filters. I will select the data, assign any color. So let's say I'm going with this color. I will make it bold, and after making bold, we've aligned this to center, and we will use some font size like 32. This will be perfect fit. So now we have the data. Suppose you want to insert some icon in order to represent your analysis. So you can also create some space here. And here we will select this and we will enable some shadows. So here we have format text box option. We have effect. In effect we have shadow. Now here you can see the shadow is generated, but shadow position is bottom right. We will say top right. This way we will have the shadow, right? So if we are generating from top, we can select bottom right, otherwise top right, like this. Let's collapse the filter. We will insert some icon here to represent sales distribution. To insert one icon, I have downloaded some assets from Canva. You can download different other type of assets. There are multiple sources from where you can do this. So let's start that. And to add image assets here, you just have to go to insert and click on image. I will simply select this icon here and resize it so that it fits the cap perfectly. Now we have this information here, and on the right hand side we will insert one shape. So here our shape, I will add a rectangular shape here, and this particular side we are going to use for filters, using our filters and some branding if needed. So this is the shape. Color of this shape, again we are going to select the same white color or light color, and we will add some shadow to it. We will just use the shadow position as left. So this way we have this. We will disable the border because shadow will be sufficient for us. And coloring is something that we can decide later as well. So this is just one report for us. And here we can add some more assets like branding of company for which we are developing this, different type of other stuff or cosmetics. So we have inserted one more image. Let's fit it here. And suppose you are working for a company, sometimes they want to include their logo. So after selecting the image, you can select fill, and then after filling you can decide its size. So this is our sales distribution analysis dashboard. Because the image is green, let's select some font color with green in it, which we can decide later as well. Now comes the part of important stuff, which is whenever we are developing a data set like this or analyzing a data set like this, we have to display some KPIs, that is key performance indicators. In data like this, first make sure that date column is being read at date properly, which you can see here. We can see the date hierarchy. Quantity, sales, target and unit price all have this sigma icon over here, which represent they are numerical values. Country, customer name, product and region are categorical values for us. So key performance indicators will be created using total quantity sold, total target value and total sales value, and total sales, total number of sales that are there in the record. In order to create cards, we can add a simple card visual here in order to create KPIs. There are multiple ways of doing it, but I prefer it doing with the help of KPIs. And here I prefer it doing with the help of cards. And here we are just going to include total sales, which we will call it revenue. So this is the total revenue. So when you will add this, you will see its call out value is 45. Let's say we want to show the call out value as 35. We can make it bold. We can select a color as per our theme. Let's say we select this color, and here this small heading here is the category label. If you want to keep it like this, you can keep it. So in that case, you have to just change the color of this category label, and whatever color preference you have, you can select and make it bold. Okay, you can go to general tab. In effects tab, you can enable its shadow. You can also go to visual border, enable it, and if you want to give it a rounded effect, I will select a white color and 12 pixel. So you will see a 3D kind of look will be there. Similarly, I will make a copy of this and this also. Here what it is showing is this value, sum of sales. So we can rename for this visual. This is revenue. So this is going to be our revenue. This is, here we will put total quantity sold. So we will rename for this visual as quantity or units sold. And here we are going to put something like revenue. So here for target sales. So here we will write sales target. This way we can create our simple cards here, and you can increase their size. After increasing their size, if you think this much is enough, you can keep it. Otherwise, we can keep it like this. And let's say we want to show one more parameter here, and that parameter will be total number of sales. So here, if we simply count unique of index, so because there are 500 records, so count of sales, or count of orders, whatever you want to call it. So these are our simple KPIs: revenue, unit sold, sales target, count of sales. Now, since we have this area, we can utilize it. So we are going to create a clustered bar chart here, which we are going to put it here. And in this cluster bar chart, I will use the height as half of this height. And first of all, I'll copy. So click on this copy format painter and apply it here. Here on y-axis, we can put something that is categorical. So let's say we will put product here, and on x-axis we will drag revenue, right? So you will see laptop, you will see smartphone, etc. So you will see revenue, product wise revenue here. Now you can see, because the space is narrow here, so we can do two things. Either we can increase some space here, but let's say we want to increase some space for these labels to appear, because you can see on y axis we have the product name. So we can go to y axis, and there is an option called increase maximum width. So this will decide how much width do we want for the names, and how much width do we want for the bar values. So let's say we will keep 35. Now it will be visible properly. We can make it bold, and this is sum of sales by product. So we can simply go to title, and we will write it revenue by product. We will simply use a text color like this, align it to center, and make it like this. For these bars, if you want to choose a different color, so you can go to color, and if you want to show the revenue as a gradient, like if for example in headphones there is less revenue, so you want to show that color with lighter shade of green or blue, and for higher revenues you want to show it with darker value. So you can click on this fx, in rules select gradient, and here instead of count of product we will simply write sales, and in summarization we will write sum, because this will be sum of sales, and we'll say color will be a light green color for sales where sales value is less, and here the color will be a dark green color where sales value are more. So this way we will be able to show it like a gradient. Okay, This particular thing that we are seeing here is showing us range that it is from 0.06 million to 0.42 million. And uh, what we can do, we can disable this legend. So this way we will have this type of values. And you can see in laptop we have most value of sales. We have made the width of these cards as 175. So from here you can go to general, and in properties you can see height is 97 for all of them and width is 175. So now we have some other space and we can increase the size. So this is revenue by product, and here you can see because the font size is, or the font color is of the same font, that's why these values are not visible. So we can select a different font color here or some other shade of green so that it is visible. So now we have this. Similarly, we can copy this and put it just below our main chart. Okay. And here we will simply, first let's make the heights equal. So this is revenue by product, and here we are going to show revenue by region, because sales have been made in different regions like North America, Oceania, South America, Europe, Asia. So on the basis of different regions, we'll be able to show the sales. So here we will just drag region, and in the same way, we will be able to see region wise sales value as well. So this is a simple thing. And after making the changes, make sure that you are changing the title also. So this is revenue by region. Now we have to show monthly target and monthly sales. So what we are going to do is we will create line and stacked column chart here. So first of all, I will make it height equal to this and width equal to double of it. And on x axis, we are going to bring the date. Okay. When you will see date, you will see year, quarter, month, and day. So I will bring month here, because we have data of 1 year and we have data of different months. So the values will be aggregated on the basis of different months. I will simply copy the styling using format painter, put it here, and in months, obviously value will fill directly. In column by axis, we will bring sales value, the actual sales value. For this, I will disable data label. Okay, so now we have this value. It is already following the same principle that wherever we have more values, we have dark shades here, like in the month of June and July, you can see most number of sales are made. In June, highest sales are made, and wherever we have low values, like in August, in November, so it is lighter. Now this is a line chart, okay, because this is a line and stacked column chart. So in line y-axis, we will bring the target value. This way, we will have sum of sales by target, and you will be able to see that in some months we were not able to reach the target, like here in some months target was achieved and company performed better. So this will simply give you an idea of sum of sales in target by month. So we will simply call it revenue and target by month, and this will help the company in analyzing what is special were we doing in those months when we were able to achieve the target, and what we could not do in those months where target achievement was failed, and on the basis of that we can decide different things. So we have this. Now this space here will be used for creating different filters. So we will add a slicer here. Okay, and this slicer we will use this area. Let's say we want to show something as a slicer. So let's say we want to show region as a slicer. Okay, so we can bring the region field here, and here in slicer setting we have different options. So we can select something like tile. So let's say there are 5 regions. So they will appear as tile here. We can go to values. In values, we have background. We can select some background color as per the colors that we are using here. So you can select any color here. And let's say we are going with this color. And from here, we can select the font color, make it bold and increase its value. So this way, we can add one particular slice as a one particular filter as a slice here as these tile values. And what we can do, we can also copy it, put it here, because we have other categorical fields that we can use as a slicer. So this time we are going to show it as a vertical list also, or a drop down value. Okay, so here we have the drop down value. These values are very big, so we will just reduce their size to, let's say, 14 is good. And here we will add, instead of region, we can add country also, because that is very important parameter for us. So country is Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, etc. And similarly, we can copy it. And let's say you want to show data at more detail level. Let's say you want to show it on the basis of month also, or you want to show it on the basis of customer name or product level. So you can do that as well. So we'll simply add product name here. So this will be our region, country as product that will be used as filters here. If you want, you can add other parameters in a similar way. Let's say we want to see analysis for headphones. You can select headphones and you can see total region-wise sales of headphones, revenue and target by month for headphones. You can see in which month we were not able to make the target values. Next, what we can do, we can select a clustered column chart like this. Okay, so let's select the clustered column chart and let's copy the same styling here. And here we can show top customers by revenue. Okay, so we will add customer name to x-axis here, and we will bring sales as y, sales on y-axis. And these are some top customers like Sean Dillon, Stephanie Miller, etc. These are the top customers by revenue. And let's say we want to show top 5 or top 10 customers by revenue. So what we can do, we can select this and you will be seeing some filters applicable on them. So instead of basic filtering, we can select top n and let's write top 5 here. And by value, we will say sum of sales and apply. So this way you will be able to see top 5 customers by revenue. And what you can put any number here. And here in data labels, we can switch it on so that we will be able to see the sales value also. So this is top 5 customers by revenue. So we will simply select this particular visual and say top 5 customers by revenue. So we have the data here. Next, we have country value here, and some student requested how to use a field map for countries. Although we have discussed it in many previous videos, so you will just add field map here and use the full width here. And in the field map, what we are going to do, first we will simply click on it using Format Painter and apply the formatting. In location, we will add country here, and here we have many different parameters which we are not going to select. And you will see once we have applied the location, all the countries are selected, all the applicable countries are selected. In map we have different type of style. Let's say we want to use a dark map. Okay, we want to show some controls like zoom button, we want to show lasso button. So whatever controls you want to show, you can select. Geocoding culture can be You can see German, this is Great Britain, US, Spaniel, etc. And here we have fill colors. This is, let's say we want to show all. Let's say you want to show different colors to different countries, so you can select this option. But we would show it more logically. So as we did gradient here, so it is already showing as a gradient like China, India. But we can click on FX and you can see this is showing the colors as gradient, sum of sales. Here sum of sale summarization is sum, and lowest value is shown with lightest green color, highest value is shown with darkest green color. We can add a middle color also just to add some interesting look and feel to data, and you will be able to see, for example, in US we have the most number of sales, right? Then India, and here we have you know a yellow color. If you want to show this chart as a, let's say we will display is it this much, and let's say we want to display it as a donut chart also, same data, because we are just learning things, although in real we'll show only one of them. So we will simply use format painter here and apply the same formatting, and here in legend we can bring country, and in values we can bring sales and target whatever we feel. So this way also we'll be able to display the data, and this is sum of sales by country. So both of them are displaying the same data. So we will just change their title, country wise sales, and here we can show country wise target just for the writing. Otherwise you can show anything here. So here we will just bring target value. We can display both of them as well, but we'll show you this. So this is target by country or country wise target. If you are calling it revenue, you can call everything as revenue. If you are calling it sales, you can uh, you know call everything as sales. Let's increase some space here. Yeah. So this is our country wise target here. Although we are not able to see the legends, so we are not able to see what values they are. So in order to do these type of settings, you can go to detail label, and you can see the position is outside, and this is what it is showing, data value and percentage. Let's say we will only show category. So this way you can only show category, and values color you can decide. So this is something that you can do, and you will be able to see. If you want to show category and data value, you can select. If you want to show category and percent, you can select like that. So this will be better, and obviously we can make some space and display it in more proper way. This much it is suggesting, so we can display it like this. If you will enable the legend, you will see the country names here, and you can also control the position. So for example, we want to show it in bottom center, which is better. Okay, this way using these arrows you will be able to see the values. So this is a simple chart representing sales distribution analysis. And finally, I will simply add one icon with the same color theme that we have used here. So this is our icon, and I will simply reposition it like this. So this icon kind of represents what we are doing, and this is our simple dashboard. So we are at this moment we are teaching some simple dashboard on the request of some students who are just beginning things, but more advanced dashboards with more DAX expressions, DAX calculations, etc. are also displayed. So you can go there and you can go and watch those videos as well. Just one more final thing, like on y-axis, you can disable the values to make these charts even with more width, or this is better. So thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. We'll see you in the next video.